Rebel, on the way up here I was thinking how many facets in your life that I've seen. When I first met you, you were the golden boy.
Was I?
In a golden era with
the golden boy.
like Ray Seffel,
Yeah.
Jason Suddy, Jason Vermoa,
Yeah.
and John the Rebel Conway. And from then on, you moved on in training. You've trained a lot of good boys. You're refereeing. You've done the biggest fights in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And I just wonder where 2023 fitted in for you, because that was a stellar year.
Yeah, well, I'm very blessed to be involved in the sport, you know, because I've got nowhere else to go, so I might as well stay here. Yeah, well, last year was massive. It was a big year. Very successful. Lani Daniels winning 2 world titles, first ever for a New Zealand-born person. So yeah, no, it was a very rewarding year. But we worked hard. We did a lot of hard mahi throughout the year, and we got the results. And I wasn't surprised. With the hard work that we put in and the talent that I work with, I wasn't really surprised, to be honest. But I was happy, yeah.
One of the things I wanted to talk to you about, because you come from a school where Lolo and Eugene and Terry Hill, great readers of the past, the boxing books, and I know you've got a extensive library.
Yeah.
You train in that mould, but you know, it's obvious that now you can't go and hire a hut up in the hills and do your work up there. I think if you could, you probably would, but you've adapted the city to almost replicate that sort of thing.
Yeah, like a lot of what Lolo's taught me, and Peter Flynn and Tojo Dixon, Lance Revel, you know, Bernie Hall from Sydney, a lot of what those guys taught me, I just grabbed on and I kept it. A lot of my readings from the old time fighters, I've kept that too. And I kind of believe in, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I don't really believe too much into modern day training or boxing. I think you know, I've got good talent. I've got a good way of getting a fighter strong mentally, and just the old-fashioned hard work in the gym. You know, just punching, running, and just doing what you can until you can cry. And that's what the training is. It's not really a secret, It's been around for years, and there's been thousands of books on it, but people want to be comfortable in life, but there's nothing comfortable about a boxing fight at all.
That's another thing I wanted to talk to you about too, because you have to have the talent, you have to have the person with the right mentality.
Yeah.
I just wonder if you could think of how many fighters would do what you say to the letter, live in the gym, live on a sofa, none of the comforts of home. It takes a certain person.
Yeah, just got to have trust in your trainer, really. There's I've seen a lot of talent come and go and not really benefited from who they were or who they are. Just again, taking the easy route of life. But you know, Lani one day when she's passed on from boxing, she'll always look back at the titles and she'll have no regrets whatsoever, because all that hard work is just a distant memory. But her 2 belts and her legacy in the country is there forever. Not just for her, but her family, her friends, her relatives, her little spot of New Zealand where she's from. They will be super proud forever.
What is it that makes her special and makes her that sort of, because outwardly she's a happy-go-lucky, joking sort of a person, then the switch?
Yeah, well, no one really sees that switch. I saw it early. She's very competitive. She's got good natural reflexes. She's got a fighter's warrior's mentality, really. And she doesn't really know it. But all she needs to do is learn what tools to pull out and how to get out of bed and go for a run. But it's all there. It's just got to be organised. I'm the organiser.
As per usual.
Yeah.
I was talking to her, and She is of the belief that she's really got a lot more to learn and a lot more to give. What's your thoughts on that?
She's correct, but so have I. We never stop learning because the opposition doesn't. So, you know, we're still, I know it's been 6 years, but we're still learning off each other and improving each other. And she improves me as a trainer and I improve her as a fighter, and we learn and go forwards. Never stop learning, Tony. That's how come you got a nice video camera.
But how much further can she go?
Well, there's no finish line, eh? There's no finish line. You just keep going forwards. There's no finish line, but we think there is 100 meters away, so we're just on full steam. But there's no finish line in the fight game for learning, being a better fighter. Yeah, everybody gets up to 80%. The world champions get up to 90, and the extreme world champs get to that last 100. But we're chasing your tail. It never ends. I'll never finish learning as a trainer, as a referee, as an official, and any good student of this game shouldn't stop learning.
What's the aspirations for 2024?
Well, get as many fights as we can. Be nice to get 4 fights in. I'm pretty hopeful, but want to get 4 fights in, and I want to have Lani fight Savannah Marshalls or Carissa Shields. Those are the 2 diamonds in the women's fight division in her weight category. Fight both of them would be great. Fight one of them would be good, and I believe she beats both of them.
The news earlier this week about the fighters from Pete's going to No Limits. What happened there? Because there was that little group.
Yeah.
I think they fed off each other too. Is that going to be any different?
Me and Peachy's gym and the fighters and all that, we're all good friends. We wish them all the success, and they've gone to No Limit in Australia, and super good company, good promotion team. And I don't really know what happened. It's probably Dean's place to say, but we're still got on good terms with Dean. We still want to work with Dean and Liam in the future. So, you know, we haven't closed the doors at all, but wish Peachies and the fighters all the luck in the world. Very exciting, very good fighters. You know, you've got Miyamoto, excellent, outstanding fighter. Jerome, he's got fights coming up. Russian boy, they've got, you know, gym's full of talent, and they'll do excellent on the world stage.
How close do you think there'd be a fight for Lani? Is there anything in the wind? Or?
Yeah, I've got a few meetings this week with our local promoters, and also Dean. And we're trying to secure some sort of fight. I can't really say too much, 'cause I'm not sure if it's publicly known yet, but there's a few fighters coming overseas to fight other people, and hopefully we're on the undercard. So let's see how all that pans out. If not, I've contacted people around the world, so just following up on emails and texts and phone calls. Sometimes it's hard to know who you're actually talking to. I've been talking to a company in England called Boxer, but I'm not sure that my emails are getting to the right person, so we just keep trying our best.
Interesting, just a couple of weeks ago, Doug Viney elected the president of New Zealand Aotearoa IBA.
Yeah.
IBA.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on IBA coming back to New Zealand?
Well, if Doug's in charge and he's looking after it, I think it's an excellent idea. Anything to improve boxing, I support wholeheartedly, and me and Doug, we go back many years. Doug's a good guy. He's a passionate guy about the sport, and if he wants to stand up and take charge, then I'll support him. And well, I have supported him. I'm on his team. I'm on the Doug team. So no, it's good. It's boxers train really hard. They put a lot of their life. They dedicate themselves and they sacrifice a lot. So all boxers do is ask for a fair go, match fairly, get the fair results, so they can climb to things like Commonwealth Games and Olympics and build up a good platform before they turn pro. So if Dougie can sort that out, that'd be great. Yeah, and I think he will. everyone, he's well respected. That's the main thing. He's got somebody. He's been to the Olympics. He's fought boxing. You know what? With Dougie, he's one of my favourite sparring partners because you can just go after Dougie and there's no complaints. he doesn't, but you have to because he'll go after you. But at least he doesn't bitch about it later. No, he's a good guy, and his son's doing amazing, you know, and he's doing such a great job of other boxers at the City Kickboxing. So no, Dougie's a good person for that job.
Yeah, I met Tauhiti Nina,
Yep.
and he seems like. Dougie said, "Oh, Tony might want to ask you some questions.
Yeah.
Just ask me anything at all. There's no restrictions on anything." And he's been through the boxing ranks in 20 years and officialdom. Yeah, I think it's a good team. They seem to be really good. I think they're, you know, they're on the same path.
Yeah, like I said, anything to improve the sport, I will support, you know, because I love the sport, you know, and I want the sport to be in a lot better position than it is now, because, you know, I know other sports like kickboxing and MMA are taking away officials and fighters and all that, and that's fair enough, but I want boxing to be as strong as it used to be in the 60s and the 70s in New Zealand. You know, it was a very strong sport once, but we haven't got a lot of fighters like we used to, but part of that reason is the bad outcomes, bad either bad matching or bad unfair results. Yeah, but it's happened for a while and it has to be fixed. Don't touch it.
Tell us a little bit about the people in America won't know what you've got.
Oh, well, it's basically a Māori spear. You stab them and you slash them. It's easy.
And you make them?
Yeah, I make them, yeah.
How can people get one?
I just get in touch with me. If you want, I do this and walking sticks and face masks and all sorts of things. 21st keys, quite popular. Jason Soddy's got some of my dad's carvings, he loves them. They look after his house.
There you go. Okay, hey, thanks mate. Thanks for the...
Good to see you again, haven't seen you for a while. I know you were here the other day. That's right, three or 4 days ago.
Yeah, but you stuffed it up that day, so...
Fair enough.
Cool, mate. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. See, you've even got time for an ad for you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah.